North West critiques Kim Kardashian's parenting by exposing her major mistakes. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kim Kardashian and her daughter North West had a very interesting and funny conversation that gave people a closer look into their family life. This talk was part of Interview magazine's 55th anniversary, and while many thought Kim would be the one answering questions, she actually asked North some fun and honest ones. What made the moment extra special was how real and funny North was when she answered her mom's questions. It reminded many people that even though Kim is one of the most famous people in the world, she still deals with everyday parenting moments like anyone else. During their chat, Kim asked North a simple question that turned into something very unexpected. She wanted to know how North felt about her cooking skills. Without hesitating, North told her that she hadn't cooked for them in a very long time. She said the last time Kim actually made something in the kitchen was 2 Halloweens ago. The moment was funny and honest, but it also showed that North doesn't hold back when she talks to her mom. Kim probably expected a nice answer or maybe even a compliment, but instead, she got a truth bomb that many parents can relate to. Sometimes kids just say it is, and North did exactly that. North's response about the cooking wasn't the only thing she shared. She also talked about what it's like growing up with famous parents and how she tries to deal with the attention that comes with being part of such a high-profile family. One of the things she does to avoid being recognized in public is using a different name when she's with her friends. According to North, her friends call her by this name so that people around them won't know who she really is. This is something many kids will never have to think about, but for North, it's just part of her everyday life. Trying to stay under the radar is something she's already learning at such a young age. When Kim asked her daughter what she thinks about always being on camera, North gave another honest answer. She said she likes taking pictures of herself, but she doesn't enjoy it when paparazzi take pictures of her. She explained that when she just wakes up and sees a lot of paparazzi trying to take her picture, it really bothers her. She even joked that she feels like telling them she's going to take them to court. But if she's dressed up, feeling good, and not tired, she said she might allow them to take a photo. This shows that even though she's still a child, North already knows how to handle attention and is learning how to set boundaries in her own way. North West has been in the spotlight since the day she was born. As the first child of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, it's not surprising that she's one of the most talked about celebrity kids. She has already appeared in a few of her dad's songs and even has a growing presence on social media. Her personality is bold, and she doesn't seem to be shy when it comes to expressing how she feels. This interview made that very clear, and it showed how unique she is, even while growing up in such an unusual environment. Even though Kim and Kanye are no longer together, they are both working hard to raise their children the best way they can. Co-parenting hasn't been easy for them, and their story has been shared and talked about by millions. Their relationship had many ups and downs, and there were some moments that played out very publicly. Despite everything, it seems like both Kim and Kanye are doing their best to make sure their kids feel loved and supported. From what North shared, it looks like the kids have good relationships with both parents and enjoy fun moments as a family. What makes North's personality so interesting is that she can be funny, direct, and thoughtful all at the same time. She doesn't act like someone who is just trying to be famous, even though she was born into a world where people are always watching. She seems to care more about being herself, having fun with her friends, and just living a normal life, even when her last name is West. Many people watching or reading about the interview found her answers both funny and relatable, which is not something you always expect from someone in her position. Kim has built a big empire with her business Skims and many other ventures. She is one of the most successful celebrities today. But even with all her achievements, moments like this interview remind people that she is also just a mom. She has to ask questions, deal with funny answers, and handle situations that many other parents experience with their own children. North's answer about the cooking may have been unexpected, but it was also a good reminder that fame doesn't change everything about parenting. As North continues to grow up, it will be interesting to see how her personality develops and how she chooses to live her life. She might decide to follow in her parents' footsteps and become a big star herself, or she may take a completely different path. For now, though, it's clear that she already knows how to speak her mind and doesn't let fame get to her head. She has opinions, jokes, and even her own strategies for dealing with the paparazzi, which is pretty impressive for someone her age. What also stood out in this interview was the clear bond between Kim and North. Even though Kim was the one asking most of the questions, North didn't seem scared to answer honestly or make fun of her mom in a playful way. Their back and forth showed that they have a strong connection, and that North feels comfortable being herself around her mother. That kind of trust and openness is something every parent hopes for in their relationship with their child. This moment between Kim and North might seem small, but it tells a much bigger story. It gives fans a rare and honest look into how they live, how they talk to each other, and how they deal with the strange world of being constantly watched. It's not always easy growing up in the spotlight, but North seems to be handling it with confidence and humor. Her comments about cooking, the paparazzi, and using a secret name show that she is thoughtful and aware of what's going on around her, even if she's just a kid. Some people might think that being the child of two global stars means you automatically have an easy life. But this interview shows that there are challenges too. North has to figure out how to be normal in a life that is anything but normal. Whether it's avoiding cameras, trying to spend time with friends, or just getting her mom to cook once in a while, these are all small things that show how she's growing up and trying to balance everything. Kim, on the other hand, also shows that being a famous mom doesn't mean you don't get teased by your kids. When she heard North say she hadn't cooked in so long, her reaction wasn't shown in the article, but it's easy to imagine she was surprised or maybe even laughed. It's one of those real parenting moments that people everywhere can understand. No matter how successful or busy you are, your kids will always tell the truth, especially when you least expect it. As time goes on, people will likely see more moments like this from Kim and her children. North seems to be comfortable in front of the camera, but only when it's on her own terms. She wants to decide when and how people see her, and that's something many grown-ups struggle with, yet she's already thinking about it. That shows just how mature she is becoming, even while still being able to enjoy her childhood. The interview ended up being more than just a set of questions and answers. It gave people a better understanding of what it's like inside the Kardashian household, especially from the eyes of a child. North's honesty, humor, and smart answers made the interview special. It wasn't just about being funny or cute, it showed her personality and how she's growing up in the middle of so much attention. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.